Happy New Year, everyone, and we are here at Edenville Dam in this view. It is going to be a very busy and exciting year on the Four Lakes. There's a lot of progress happening on all of the dams. Sanford is actually pretty much complete. It will be complete this month. They will not raise the gates and fill until April, though. Secord and Smallwood have all the crest gates on site. Crest gates will be installed on Smallwood Dam this month as well. So again, ton of progress. Here at Edenville, though, we can see the embankment, the auxiliary emergency spillway, and the progress going on there. You can see a little bit of the jello in the camera. That is because when I was out here flying today, we were getting wind gusts exceeding 40 mile per hour, and the camera on the drone has a little bit of a hard time stabilizing that, especially when the wind is impacting it from the side. The attitude of the drone is just so large to be able to combat that. Large wind gusts, it does get a little bit shaky. So I do have a little bit more video here at the end of the concrete that has been poured here on that Pier 1 at Edenville Dam. So I did get a little better angle later on in the video where the wind was not affecting the camera as much, but definitely was a lot of shaking, a lot of jello, so I did cut a large portion of that video out. Right here, though, we can see the work on the auxiliary emergency spillway. Walls still taking shape. Look at the slabs that have been poured, even since the last time we were here. Make sure you're checking out the live cameras on all the dams to see all the progress that has been happening here. And I'd say the one that we're able to see the biggest progress happening here is at Edenville Dam, just looking at things from the drone's perspective. There's a lot of things happening mechanically, electrically. On the other dams, it's just not as impactful as being able to see large concrete pours like we're seeing right here on the auxiliary emergency spillway, the sloped slabs here. See, it looks like almost all the base slabs have been poured. Looks like the baffle blocks, see those in the center of the screen here, are being formed up. The rebar is already inside of those, and then they're forming up the wood structures around those to be poured full of concrete. And over here again, you can see the rebar that's formed, that we can see those baffle blocks. Looks like there will be some smaller ones on the left-hand side on the base of the slope. And those are just to dissipate some of the energy of that water if this emergency spillway is ever needing to be used. I try to dissipate some of that energy so that no erosion or that water is running as fast, causing damage downstream. So again, just dissipating energy. That's pretty much the main purpose of those as that water flows over the top of this emergency spillway. You can see all this area is where they were pouring last time we were out here. So it looks like that's all complete. Top center of the screen is where they were trucking in all that sand. Looks like a little bit of erosion has happened there. We did receive about an inch of water the night before filming this, so there was a lot. All of the snow you can see is completely gone and melted now. So I'm guessing we did have a pretty substantial spring-ish runoff event. Would have been nice if the gates could have been closed to, again, fill Sanford Dam down there, but it's not yet complete. They're going ahead, putting these spillways through its paces, all those crest gates, raising, lowering them, validating them, making sure that they're working properly and working to their specifications of how they're supposed to be. We'll fly up here to the north a little bit further, see where they've been pulling the sand from on the lake bed. Again, all these people with the houses on the right-hand side, I'm sure are really excited as this water depth will be a little bit deeper out in front of their houses when this lake is refilled. Looks like it was probably pretty shallow, maybe only a couple feet when Wixom Lake was completely full. Nice little channel up here, kind of to see where some of that erosion's maybe happened and cut that in there. We'll go around, we'll spin the drone back around though after I follow up this channel. You can see a little bit of that snow still sitting on each side. The time of me filming this voiceover though, that has been all completely melted. It's only January though. We will definitely be getting more snow and we will be getting a larger spring runoff than what we're seeing here right now. And from things that I posted in the past, you could see it only takes a couple days to a couple weeks to fully fill Sanford Lake when the gates are raised. They will need to allow some of the flow to continue downstream. You can't completely cut off the river flow. You can actually see in this view the drone was being pushed backwards. I was flying completely fully forward, and when I gained altitude, those higher upper level winds started pushing the drone backwards, that I had to drop in altitude a little bit to make any gains. But yeah, as I was saying, they can't completely cut off the river flow. There are animals, there's fish that live in the river that if that did happen, that water, stagnant water and depletion of water would completely kill those animals downstream. So it will be interesting to see how that's managed to allow water to still continue to flow downriver. Maybe it'll be regulated through the low level outlets at a certain flow rate, and then the gates raised to capture the excess. But some of the upcoming milestones, I mentioned a couple of these already. Pouring the spillways here on the base slope and the side slopes at Edenville Dam. That is what's currently in progress. Installing a cofferdam on the Tobacco River side, which at the end of this video, you'll actually see I did go over and capture some of the video on the Tobacco River side and what's happening over there. Still quite a bit of progress as well. Pouring the primary spillway concrete at Secord and Smallwood Dam, as well as installing the crest gate at Smallwood Dam. And as I mentioned prior to, gates will be coming in for Secord Dam this month as well. So again, a lot of progress still happening on all of the dams. I will be going up to film at Secord, Smallwood, and back to Sanford hopefully very shortly. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you can catch that video when I go ahead and get those posted. But we're back here at Pier 1 at Edenville Dam. You can see how that's all formed up. Definitely got a better view than at the beginning of this video. They have already poured, I think, a base pour in here. So the bottom of this form, I think, already has concrete in there, and that's already solidified, I believe, from what I'm reading on the January Four Lakes Task Force construction update. And then this might be a second level up on the top. Either that or it's the other concrete that is poured towards the top of the screen, and over on the right hand side we can see that retaining wall has kind of new concrete on there. Definitely probably the spot to be today with those wind gusts, maybe down inside that form. Those guys probably aren't getting as much of a breeze as the drone was with those 40-mile-per-hour gusts, but a lot of rebar being formed down inside of that, inside those concrete forms, getting tied in preparation for the next concrete pours. We'll come over, do one more quick pass by the auxiliary emergency spillway. I did gain altitude a little bit here and at the end of the video so that we did get a little bit of that bird's eye view, and also facing towards the north, probably about 100 feet in altitude here now. We're able to see all that concrete that's been poured in the entirety of the emergency spillway here at Edenville Dam in one view. So yeah, lots of progress here. Crews are doing phenomenal. If you want to know how to support the channel, check out the links in the description down below. There are links for coffee, which you can contribute to a tank of gas or buying me a drink. There's PayPal links that you can send me money directly, as well as my Patreon account. I do post pictures after I'm done filming out there, so that is how you can get early access to know what I'm working on, and early access to photos as soon as I'm done out here flying at the dams. Those get posted there so you can see things a lot quicker than waiting around maybe a week or two for me to go ahead, film voiceover over the drone video, get that uploaded and posted. We're over here at the Tobacco River Dam side though now on Wixom Lake. A lot of work happened here since we were here last. The base slabs have been removed. You can see that concrete that was kind of broken up here on the right hand side is gone. Looks like they have some circle structures there in the middle, kind of like a cofferdam, trying to separate some of that water and push it over to the left hand side of the screen. A lot of water flowing over here though yet. You can see that they went ahead used the vibratory hammer, I'm guessing, on the excavator and removed the sills. There's not much left of these sills here in this view. A little bit of a cofferdam on the right hand side. You can see those steel plates that are up separating spillway 1 from 2 and 3. And right in the middle spillway you can see the steel that is being hammered in. That is forming a cofferdam, so they're able to work on spillway 2 and 3 a little bit easier and probably just allow that water to flow through spillway 1 for the time being. They'll be able to dewater this area, pour the new concrete for the crest gates to be able to set on like we've seen on all of the other dams thus far. So once they're going to go ahead and get this dewatered, seems like they'll be able to make some quick progress on that. So you can kind of see the seawall that they are forming here. The steel H-beams are already in place down there, forming the A-frames for the cofferdam that's going to be in place. And yeah, this crane is just going ahead raising these steel seawalls, dropping them down into place. I don't quite see it in this view, but I'm guessing they hammer those in some way, either with the vibratory hammer or a pile driver, but I'm not seeing it in that view, so maybe they're just putting them in place for now and securing those and anchoring those to those H-beam trusses forming the A-frame. You can see some cutting going on here. Can't really tell from this view if they're using the Broco torch or an oxyacetylene torch to go ahead and cut those. Can't tell if I can see any of the tanks on the deck too. I'm guessing it would probably be an oxyacetylene torch. I'm sure people will comment in the comment section down below and tell me, oh yeah, that's for sure oxyacetylene or a Broco torch, which is usually probably used for a little bit thicker metal. Again, drone's got a nice view here. You can see all the work platform in place for this crane to be able to sit on top of the barge. I'm sure it was interesting walking that crane out there onto that barge to get it in place for this work that's going on. And look like they got a couple of these barges actually inside of the cofferdam area. I'm guessing those will go ahead and be flown out before the crane is removed and before that area is dewatered. Nice bird's eye view showing that water flowing through the Tobacco River Dam though. Again, a ton of progress happening here on Edenville Dam. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you go down below, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and leave any questions and comments you have down below. Video isn't over quite yet. We'll keep climbing in altitude, get all the way up there to 400 feet and see what things look like from up there. And also we'll see that second crane come into view over here on the right hand side. Still a little bit icy out there on Wixom Lake though. And as always, make sure you're tuning into those live cameras. That is where you're able to see 24/7 all the work happening here on all the dams. Again, it's going to be a very exciting year here. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and stay tuned to be able to capture and see it all here on my YouTube channel. We'll be documenting this all the way to the end. Thanks for tuning in and sticking with me. And until the next one, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Also, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next videos I will be posting, and leave your questions, comments, and suggestions below. As always, I just want to give a massive thanks to the people who support me on Patreon. Never underestimate the value of your contribution to keeping this channel going. Thank you.